Today we are going to discuss about finite automata. What is finite automata? It consists of 5 tuples: Q, sigma, transition function, Q0 and F. What is Q? It is a finite set of state. What is sigma? It is a finite set of input alphabet. Sigma transition function is Q on sigma goes to Q. Q0 is the initial state, which is a subset of Q, and F is a finite set of states. Now we are going to compare FA with FSM. Here the Q0 will be treated as your S and sigma will be treated as I. So what was there in FSM? S will be treated as Q, I will be treated as sigma, and this function is nothing but your state function, in which input with the S goes to the next state. Same thing we have to do in this finite automata. But how the finite automata is different from the FSM? In FSM we have to make two function, machine function and state function. In a finite automata we have to design only the STF, which is called as a transition function. Which is not what is the thing? What are the other things which are added in finite automata? Automata is initial state, which was already there in STF, but here it is very necessary we have to mark it. Second thing, we have to add the final state. Now what is the final state? Suppose this diagram is given in which the Q0 is going on, input 0 goes to Q1, Q0 on 1 goes to Q2. Here the Q2, which is marked as double circle, so the Q2 will be known as a final state. Now how we are going to represent everything? By using the 5 tuple. So here Q, which is nothing but a S, will be the set of the set of the state. For example, consists of Q0, Q1, Q2, Q0, Q1, Q2. What is sigma? Is nothing but I, is 0 and 1, 0 and 1. Transition function is nothing but your STF. So how we are writing? Sigma on your Q on the input alphabet is producing Q. So Q0 on 0, Q0 on 0 goes to Q1, Q0 on 1 goes to Q2. What about the other thing is not given, so we are not going to mark it. So what about the initial state? Initial state itself is the initial state because it is starting with the initial state. So Q0 is nothing but Q0. If it is given as S0, so at that time the Q0 will be S0, for example. Now what about F? F is the set of the final state. Here the Q2 is the final state, that's why Q2 will be marked as a final state. Second important difference between FSM and finite automata, in which in finite automata we are not considering the machine function. That means we are not going to write output on the transition. So here in finite automata only we are writing inputs on the transition. So for example, the Q1 on 0 is going to Q0, Q1 itself. So only the input we are writing, we are not going to write any output. For example, Q1 on 1 goes to Q2, so only input, no output. Now as we make the changes in the transition diagram, we have to make the changes in the table also. So Q1 on 0 goes to Q1, Q1 on 1 goes to Q2. So this is how we are going to complete the state transition function and the diagram also. Now we are going to consider one question. Design finite automata to check whether a given unary number is divisible by 2 or not. For designing finite automata, what we require? We require 5 tuples. So for these 5 tuples, we have to consider the only one function, which is known as the STF, which was there in FSM. Now it will be considered as the state transition function. So in order to complete this table, what are the things we needed? We require two things, input alphabet and a state. So what is input? Input is a unary number. Unary number means only one symbol in that number system. So if we are going to consider number system or the unary symbol as 1, so what we have to do? We have to design the entire unary number system. So this is how we had created entire unary number system using the formula sigma closure. Sigma is nothing but sigma raised to 0 union sigma raised to 1 union sigma raised to 2 and so on. This is how we had created all the strings, starting with epsilon to power 8. Now what we are going to do, we have for designing the finite automata, we should solve the question manually. Manually means we have to check whether the number is divisible by 2. Divisible by 2 means it should have the remainder 0. If for example the first number that was created, the first number, not the epsilon, we are considering having the string as 1. String 1, whether we are going to check whether it is divisible by 2. No, 1 is not divisible by 2, but the remainder is 1. So how we are getting this one? Divide 1 by 2. So what is the remainder? Remainder is 1. So what is the remainder? It is 1. So it is not divisible. Now 1 1. 1 1 means decimal number 2. Whether the decimal number 2 is divisible by 2? Yes, with the remainder 0. What about triple number of 1? Triple number of 1 indicate number 3. Whether number 3 is divisible by 2? No, it is producing remainder 1. Whether the number 4 is divisible by 2? Yes, with the remainder 0. Number 5 with the remainder 1. Number 6 with the remainder 0. Number 7 with the remainder 1. Number 8 with the remainder 0. That means we can club the output based on the remainders. So those strings which are not divisible always going to give the remainder as 1. So that we are going to mark as the Q1 state, and those strings which are going to produce the output or the remainder as 0 will be marked as Q0. That means we are going to have two states, Q0 and Q1. So after solving the question manually, we have got S that was present in your FSM. Now it is going to mark as Q. So Q will be having the state Q0 and Q1. After this, we got all the things which are required for designing the FA. We got the input alphabet sigma. We got the finite set. We got the set of state Q. That means now it is the time to design the mapping function. So how we are going to design? Here we having the input alphabet as 1. Now we have the set of state Q as Q0 and Q1. Now Q0 with 1. So Q0 means the previous remainder Q0. Q0 represent the remainder 0 with the next bit as 1. What is going to create? They are going to create number 1. Whether the number 1 is divisible by 2? No. So this state is represented by what? Remainder 1. Remainder 1 state was previously we had marked as remainder 1 was indicated by Q1. That means Q0 on 1. What we are going to directly write? Only the state Q1. Now Q1 with the 1. Q1 means the previous remainder. Previous remainder is 1 with the next bit as 1. 1 1 in unary number system will make number 2, decimal number 2. Whether the decimal number 2 is divisible by 2? Yes. The state, yes means remainder 0. So remainder 0 is indicated by Q0. So Q1 on 1, where it is going to Q0. Now we have to complete the state transition diagram, in which what we have to mark the initial state. Initial state is Q0 and the next state is Q1. Now Q0 on 1. Now we are drawing finite automata. Only we are going to write input. So Q0 on input 1, where it is going to Q1. We are not going to write any output. So this is the main difference while drawing the state transition diagram of FSM and FA. In FA, only input we have to write on the transition. Now next bit, Q1 on 1 goes to Q0. Q1 on 1 goes to Q0. But where is your final state? The final state, now we have to design. We have to decide the final state. So remainder 0 indicate the quotient is according the number is according to the quotient. The quotient is whether the number is divisible by 2. That means the Q0 state represents the final state. Now how we are going to mark the final state in the table? We are going to put asterisk. So Q0 is the final state. Now same thing, how we are going to mark the final state in the state transition diagram? We are going to put double circle over it. The double circle represent the final state. Now what are the things that were required for finite automata? That we should know Q. So Q we have in the form of Q0 and Q1. We should have the input alphabet we have in the form of unary number system 1. We have transition function. So this is the transition function that we are mapping, that we had already done. We have Q0. The initial state is Q0 itself. Now we have F. F is the final state. F will be nothing but Q0, because Q is the final state which is representing whether the string Q0 represent remainder 0, which is according to the question. So this is how we are going to design finite automata for the unary number system divisible by 2.